What's going on, everyone? It's your guy, Pat Bernard, and you might be asking me, what am I doing? Well, my broadcast partner, PM in the AM, M is sick. He's not feeling well. He came down with something. He's not feeling well today, guys. And Al is out with his kids camping. That's right. So you get a whole hour of me today. I'm going to do my best, and let's get to the business. We got a lot to dive into today. And my oh my. As you see, guys, I am going to be taking inventory. I got a lot of paperwork and I got a lot of inventory with Philadelphia sports. Guys, you know I cover a lot here in Philly sports, and the landscape right now. I don't know if you guys are feeling good about it. I got to be honest, because like, do we even have a contender in this town? Like, now that the football season is officially over, and you kind of think of where we are as a city. Where are we? And that's what I want to get into this morning. I don't know how you're feeling. Like a lot of things is puzzling me. I'm going to get into about the Flyers from yesterday, that debacle. But there's a lot of problems going on, and it makes me. And I was going to start out with the football team here, because I've been thinking a lot about Andy Reid, Andy, and how far is Nick Sirianni away from Andy Reid? Because currently, I think part of me thinks Andy Reid's the GOAT. And you're going to say, well, how can that be? Bill Belichick's the GOAT. Bill Belichick's only good because he had a great quarterback. You've seen it without Bill Belichick. I mean, without Tom Brady, Bill Belichick is in quicksand. His season's already over. Mango, what's up? He says, business time. As always, Mango, always. My man Dives checking in. What's up, buddy? I'll be doing a Sixers roundtable with that man at 1 o'clock, guys. Stay tuned for that. I can't wait. Me, him, Tiago, my brother Sean, my brother from another mailman. So I can't wait to talk with him. Paperneck checking in. Well, we have a contender in the Phillies, but as long as Robbie is the manager, this team's in trouble. Well, then you're answering your own question. And this is a time for everyone to chime in, not just your typical 4-4. You guys know I cover the Philadelphia Wings. I'm a beat reporter for the Wings Union. You guys bring me your problems. I'm going to be trying like a mechanic working on all different parts of this car, which we call Philadelphia sports. And I really need to work on it, because I truly believe that the wheels on this tire, it goes round and round and round and round, but we're not getting anywhere. And I'm going to go back to Andy Reid being the GOAT. And why am I going back to Andy Reid? Because I firmly believe that this guy is the GOAT, because when I look at his coaching career, he pushed Donovan as far as he could. You know, he gets himself Patrick Mahomes, and he's over the limits. All right, he wins Super Bowls. He's got 3 of them now. But my question to you, and I've checked in with my good buddies over out of the box, Paul Spencer and Dave Arnold, and a couple of other buddies from Santa Boo First, with my man Ryan Smitty and Jim Marcus. And I checked in with those guys, and I asked, what if Andy Reid was to leave Philly 4 or 5 years prior? Would he have more rings? And I know, well, you're going to tell me he had Alex Smith. I get that. However, I think he would have maneuvered and trying to find himself the right quarterback before that. If he would have left there beforehand and really got himself a quarterback of his choosing. And like I said, I think that Andy Reid has done a phenomenal job. And like I said, I really put him as the GOAT of head coaching. Because, like I said, he pushed Donovan as far as he could. You look at Donovan's record, and it's been great. You look at, again, Patrick Mahomes, just, the second coming of Tom Brady. So where are you guys? You guys fill in and tell me, am I wrong for saying that? Jesus, I got so much paperwork here. I don't even know which one's mine anymore. But yeah, I want to know where are you guys? Am I wrong for saying that that Andy Reid's the GOAT? He had 5 consecutive years with Donovan. With Donovan. 8 playoff appearances. How can you not? How can you not put him up there? Like I said, I get it. You guys are going to go back to the Belichick tree. But think about it. Without Tom Brady, Belichick is nothing. My opinion. Let's get in some of these comments here. They're swarming in. Cousin Steve. AR learned to run. Yeah. My man Phil. The mayor of Sunday Morning Talk. Guys, check out my man Phil. He does a phenomenal job there on training on the AM over there on Philly Sports Network, guys. Great show. Monday through Fridays. I'm telling you, he's the GOAT. He is the GOAT. Cousin Steve checking in. The NFL has watered down to the point where a quarterback whispered can be a GOAT. Mike checking in. He goes, if any got Donovan more offensive weapons outside number one without OT, maybe without TO, maybe he wins a Super Bowl in Philly. I agree. Dies checking in. Whistler's Patrick Mahomes is a better QB than Tom Brady. Whoa. Someone woke up with a hot take. Woo. Did somebody wake up on the right side of the bed this morning? Woo. Hot take galore. And sorry, guys, I'm just fumbling through my notes here because I thought I put everything in right now. And I look up and I see my kids playing in my homework. Shame on me. But yeah, like I said, you think about it. He's had Brett Favre. He's had Donovan. And I know Brett Favre was like a cup of coffee. And I don't know if you want to technically say he was. He was really just Brett Favre, technically a quarterback for a year. But listen, made him a better passer. And of course, he has Patrick Mahomes. And like I said, Patrick Mahomes is he's explosive. If you guys really thought Patrick Mahomes was going to go down easy to the 49ers, you guys were sadly mistaken. That guy can explode on anybody at any given time. So, again, you guys tell me, am I wrong about Andy being the GOAT? Because I certainly believe that he's the GOAT. Dives checking in. He goes, Andy has grown like crazy since his time with Philly. He's a much better quarterback. He's a much better coach now than he was with McNabb. I agree. It was the Don McNabb only show. It was the Don McNabb only show on offense, and Andy lived off of Jim Johnson's defense. Ooh. Yeah, look, that's a solid point too, Mike. But look, you guys have to be happy what you see with Andy Reid, man. You have to be happy. And like Di said, he's actually grown on me. He's grown on me as well. He's become such a great head coach. But like I said, take an inventory. Going back. Nick Sirianni. Is he close to the Andy Reid era? Is he close to a caliber head coach like that? You go from to the Super Bowl, and then you collapse to the point where your team doesn't even want to hear your message anymore. There's an issue. There's an issue. I don't know how this guy is still the Eagles head coach. Still pondering my mind. Still. What makes you feel good? I mean, you go through the draft, you're going to get picks, you're going to make trades and do and out. But how does this team make you feel good if nobody's listening to the head coach's message? That's my problem here. Again, since that Niners game, since we ran into the Niners last year, we just could not pick ourselves up off the canvas. We've been roadkill since. You go into the playoffs, supposed to have some kind of momentum, some kind of energy. And you know what? I'm going to catch a whole lot of lack right here, and I don't care. I am with Matty B. And guys, if you listen to Matty B on Monday nights at 8 o'clock, he was spot on. And me and him did a podcast before together. And I did it with Mitch. Like, I'm kind of getting tired of Jason Kelce. I know I can't say that. Don't say that. No, not him. Well, let me ask you. When your team's down and out, you're supposed to be the one of the leaders. And here you are, goofing around, doing podcasts, having more time with doing advertisements and podcasting. Where are you supposed to be? You're supposed to be that guy in the locker room. You're the guy probably trying to weather the storm of everything that's going wrong. But yet I see you doing podcasting with your brother. And then the biggest slap to the face, and I get it, you're out there supporting your brother. You're interested in Kansas City Chiefs gear? That is I don't know where you're from, my friend, but you've been in this town long enough. No, you do not wear another team's colors, regardless of the situation. The only other team, if you're an Eagles player, you wear Sixers, Flyers, Phillies, Union, or Wings, whatever. You do not wear a team that just rocked you in the Super Bowl before. You don't do that. That's sacrilegious 101. You can't do that, my man. And then you have to go drink beer with the fan. I don't know. It kind of puts a bad taste in my mouth. But again, inventory. Back to inventory with this football team, and how far are we from getting back to what we were? How far? How far are we from being, again, a contender? I don't know. I want to be, and this is the most happiest I've seen Andy Reid in a long time. And that's why I said it just baffles my mind if he would have left here 4 to 5 years prior. How, you probably would put him up there as a go. But let me get in some of these comments here. Of course, I love chatting with you guys. If I don't shut up, I will never get to answer you guys. So let's take some of the comments here. Let's get to the last one. Dive says from earlier, Mike is spot on. Cousin Steve is saying Andy kept the right company early on. Yeah. People will call it a Andy Reid tree when it is his tree would win the Super Bowls before him. Good call. Mike checking in. Siri, he goes, oh, damn, I got so much paperwork in my way. He says, Syrian can't carry Andy's jockstrap. Ooh. Ooh. Ouch. Ouch. Easy there, Mike. Mr. Papernick. Ooh. I agree, Pat. Nick would have gotten the axe if you were Lurie. If I were Lurie. Yeah. You have to, Dives. You have to give this guy the axe. I don't know how, has Lurie gotten soft? Has he turned into a new Jerry Jones up there? What's going on? Conrad, hello, the Flyers are billing, buying towards the philosophy. Yeah, listen, Muffler Mike. And guys, I'll be on Muffler Mike tonight at 9 o'clock talking Wings lacrosse. Can't wait to do that. Look, and that's great, Mike. But what are the Flyers exactly doing right now? If you saw yesterday's debacle, they only give you 2 periods of hockey. And that idiot broadcast partner with me, and I'm glad he's not here because I would have told him something. He said, don't worry about Toronto. Open your eyes, you goofball. Austin Matthews is the real deal. 2 back-to-back hat tricks, 6 hat tricks. Hasn't been done since 95-96 with Mario Lemieux. Come on, Mike. Get the orange sunglasses off. I love you. But you are the ultimate pom-pom dance around the table homer. Give me a break. Give me a break. If Austin Matthews said he wanted to be a Flyer tomorrow, I would be getting a tattoo right on my chest of big Austin Matthews right here. Couldn't get him in there fast enough to save this season. Mike Packman checking is, I'm tired of seeing Kelsey running around in the Chiefs outfit. I agree. That irks me. It irks me almost as bad as snow. Twice it snowed here in Philly, and I'm tired of it. I'm ready for this weather to crack, but that's a whole different story. But yeah, I'm with you, Mike. I'm tired of seeing the Chiefs outfit. You're not supposed to do that. No. You want to sit there and you want to act like a goofball in the press boxes and then. Be a captain and grow up. Like Matty B said it best. Would you say a Seth Joyner type? Would you see Seth Joyner doing that? Would you see Brian Dawkins doing that? If his cousin or someone was playing for the Cowboys? No. Here goes Mr. My man Dives checking in. He goes, we need to stop overacting Jason Kelsey. Are you calling a business? You are all business when you're going home from work. I think we're going to go overboard. It's just a game. Yeah, but no, listen. Look, Dives, I hear you. But you got to remember, in that business, your business is outside of work as well. People monitor you 24/7 on your social media, what you're doing at restaurants, how you're treating the community. You can't be doing that, dude. Listen, I don't like hanging with my brother, period. And if I saw that knucklehead walking, if he was in the Super Bowl playing, all right, enjoy yourself. I'll hang out with mom. I'll hang out with dad in the press box, but I'm not wearing your kid. Did you look? I got handed to that clown, Eli Manning. His brother played in the Super Bowl. Did you see? He was there to support his brother, but he wasn't in Denver Broncos gear. No. At least Eli Manning had more common sense than that. Come on. I like Kelsey's wife. Won't wear any Kansas City Chiefs gear at all. She's a true Eagles fan. Yes. I agree. If Andy wins one more Super Bowl, I believe he's the GOAT. No, all right. I listen. I'm not going to argue. Your opinion there, Mike. It's a solid one. I think he's the GOAT. I'm sorry, but you got the best you could out of this Eagles team with really no weapons. And you did everything you could. Everything. Like you said yourself, Mike, he had one true wideout. He had one true wideout. And that was it. That was it. He had only one true wideout. And he did, as my man, what's his name, used to say all the time, 76ers announcer. I don't know why I can't think of his name because he's from the Northeast Philly, turning garbage into gold. He did. He really tried to push this team as far as he can. Again, took this team to a Super Bowl, took it to this five NFC championship games. 8 times he made the playoffs. Coach of the year, 2000, 2002. You know what I mean? He was a real good commodity. Steve says, Pat, we still win before he did against the guy that beat his head. Yeah, listen. And that's a good call. He could never beat Belichick in the big game. And I hear you. I can't overshadow that one, Steve. I can't overlook it. He choked. Where Dougie P beat him in the second year with a backup quarterback. I'll give you that one. Yeah, I'll give you that one. That's a solid point, my friend. Kawhi Golden State in 2019 was the Sixers' best shot. I totally agree. The Kawhi dribble doink, only in movies happen. Dives. I totally agree. The 76ers were robbed, and I don't know if we'll ever get back to that with the 76ers. I don't know. I don't know. And you know what? Let's shift gears here. We go from Andy Reid. Let's talk about, let's get, and I know they said at 1:00 we're going to do a full hour, but let's give the peeps here a little bit of what I want to talk about with the 76ers. How do you guys feel? Where are you guys at with this team up to this point? Are you feeling good about it? I don't know. I don't know exactly how you guys are feeling about the 76ers right now. I mean, they've come up with a couple good wins. They got fatigued on their last game. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough to devour what 76ers team that they are. I don't know. And again, the 76ers, it irks me because now I hear people, my broadcast partners, especially my man Al Safir, I love him, but he humanly wants to just wipe the sleep, just wants to pretty much fall the season in, call it a day, doesn't and come back in October. But are we going to do that every year? Are we going to do this every time Embiid gets hurt? The minute he gets hurt, we're just going to wash away the season and just hope for next year? Because he's not going to get any more healthier. He's only getting older. His body's can only take so much more beatings. I don't know. I don't know with the 76ers right now. I mean, signing Buddy, he was a blessing in disguise that nobody saw coming. But you lost this again. You lost the reigning MVP. Now listen, I'm just being optimistic. I want him to come, Joel me back here. Hopefully he's been, no, obviously not, but I mean, somehow he gets himself in a rhythm and starts shooting the lights out and get back to his MVP form. But that's talent you can't buy. That just comes naturally to that guy. That's just natural. So if somehow he can come back and salvage the season and go on to a playoff run, I'm okay with that. But I mean, I can't just sit there and want to fold every time this guy gets hurt and hold him for next year. We didn't go on or else we're just going to say the process was a failure. He says, Laurie needs to see through the fact that the guy will always have the back of someone that doesn't make the practice hard. Yeah, that's true. Uh, yeah, and the practices have gone soft. Uh, oh, Brad, what's up, dude? He goes, "Good morning. How do you feel about the Phillies signing White Merrifield to a 1-year deal?" Look, that's a wait and see. Again, I'm not getting excited, Brad, about the Phils. Again, they're making minor moves to me. It's not significant. Again, I need to see this team in action. Again, they're going to get tested right out the door with that Braves team. No, Braves in regular season is a beast. Again, I'm trying to get, and that's another team too. I'm trying to get excited. Season's less than 2 months away, and I still have no. It's just pretty much the same team from last year. There was not a significant splash that they made. The pitching's still going to be the same. So how can I be excited about the one gray area that hurt them the most? It's the pitching. Inventory. Name of the show, inventory. Who is a contender in this town? I mean, I feel like the city of Philadelphia is on tier 2. I feel like we have a bunch of playoff teams. We have mediocre teams, but we don't have a true contender. And we have 6, going to have 7 with 2 lacrosse teams, with the Water Dogs. And we don't have a true, legitimate contender. And that bothers me. That all the championship teams from 2 years ago, Phillies, Eagles, Union, have took steps backwards. I don't know. And Brad, look, and I appreciate, again, stay tuned. Always chime in. I appreciate you, brother. But yeah, I don't know how you can feel good about the Phils. I don't. Everything's the same. Everything's status quo. Greg Soto. Did we not? I had nightmares about Greg Soto, the bullpen. They obviously don't trust Taiwan Walker's arm. I'm starting to like Kelsey's wife better. She won't wear any of the team's gear. Yes, again, we can see who's the brainiac of that household. Muffin Mike says we should have worn some of that sweet new Philadelphia Water Dogs gear. And listen, when it comes around, I'll rock it. We know that we have a kid from the Philadelphia Water Dogs, Mr. Moyer. From actually, he is from the Willow Grove area. So I'm excited about that. Pat, can you please explain to me why the Phillies didn't sign Snell on Jordan Montgomery to both as still free agent? You know what, Brad? Good question. Why haven't we signed Blake Snell? We need arms. I thought we had stupid money from like 3 years ago. Still throw around. What happened? We need pitching. We need pitching. We're pretty good at the fielding. We got pretty good bats. But we came up small. Let's also not forget it took some epic playoff failures in 2010 for Andy Reid to get where he got. That 30-plus cold point comeback, the Steelers beating Heat without scoring a TD, Titans debacle. Yeah, listen, you bring up some solid points there, Steve. Andy Reid did take some lickings. You know what I mean? He took some beatings. But again, he produces quarterbacks. And let me be honest. do you believe in Jalen Hurts? If you have a crystal ball in your own mind, do you believe in Jalen Hurts? Is he the guy? I mean, to me, other than the tush push, what was really, I mean, he took, you know, I mean, there was one, I think like a couple games he really put on his back that he really excelled in. But I mean, every game was a dogfight, and not saying it was all his fault. Defense had major issues. The defense was a major issue with this team. The defense was a major issue. And I don't know if you guys believe in him anymore. Have you guys have your doubts? Yeah, Steve, I don't know why I couldn't think about Mark Zumoff. I can't believe I just brain farted on Zumoff. That's a dopey thing on me. Pat, your thoughts on the Eagles signing Julian? I call your again, I'm not getting. Listen, Brad, I'm not getting. I'm not getting my red lipstick anymore. I'm not. I'm not getting. I'm not getting excited anymore. I'm not. I'm not excited. I'm not going to the jacuzzi anymore. I'm tired of hanging in the jacuzzi by myself and giving my hopes up. Brad says, my opinion, the Eagles will go to the Super Bowl next year, and Andy Reid needs to be fired. Whoa. What? What? Brad? Why? How? No one believes in the head coach of this Eagles team. And why would you think Andy Reid would need to be fired? He's done. He's not going anywhere. If anything, he can retire but not be fired. Are you okay? Did you get your coffee? I know I had like 2 Red Bulls and a coffee since I've woken up at midnight. Are you okay? I don't think I have a blood pulse anymore. My pulse. Sixers fans have a good reason to be fired up if they let themselves be. Steve, I don't know. I don't know. Steve, I don't know. The Sixers, to me, the signs I've been getting around from a lot of people, even my broadcast partners, have folded on the 76ers team. I like to see how this thing is played out. Love to see how the Sixers play this out. Mike Patrick checking in is the Sixers are the big if. If Joel can get back here healthy, this team can make some noise. I totally agree. Mike, I am on your team on this one. I'm on your team. If they can come back, they can make some noise. If Joel come back, make some noise. And I don't care about MVPs and who made, the All-Star. I don't care. But now it just seems to me that opposing defenses are now zoned in one guy. And that's Maxey. Which is he's struggling right now. I mean, I shouldn't say struggling. He's still going to average like 30 points a game, but still, look at the schedule coming up on the second half. It's it's not going to be no day at the beach. Knicks, Cleveland, Bucks, Celtics. Oof. A gauntlet. That's not easy. That's not easy. But let's quickly take a commercial break while I can find my paperwork and you guys can enjoy some of the great reads here at Edge of Philly Sports Draw. And guys, go check out Philly Sports Trips and so forth.
All right, guys, if you're a Philly sports fan and you want to travel with your favorite team, then travel with the best. go to phillysportstrips.com. They have self-travel packages and full travel packages available with round-trip flights from the Philadelphia airport. Packages include direct flights, 4-night stays, all-inclusive tailgate parties, lower-level group tickets. Whatever you want, you got it with phillysportstrips.com. If you want to travel to an upcoming Phillies game, make sure you check out Philly Sports Trips. And do not forget, Philly Sports Trips has all the away trips for the Eagles' upcoming 2023 season. Jump on it now, because you do not want to lose out on all these great opportunities. Go to phillysportstrips.com.
All right, guys, one more I got to give you guys.
All right, guys, it's time to talk about Sherry's Tickets. Sherry'sTickets.com is easy to use and has no hidden fees. The price you see is the price you pay. Pay less and play more with Sherry'sTickets.com. Save even more by using the exclusive promo code EOP10. That's EOP10. Do not pay hidden fees and save 10%. Why use any other ticket reseller and get those hard-to-come-by tickets to the big game? If you need a more personal touch, give them a call at 610-494-5050. That's 610-494-5050. Sherry'sTickets.com also has great theater and concert tickets that are hard to get your hands on. Remember, do not overpay and save with the best at Sherry'sTickets.com. Save 10% using the promo code EOP10. That's EOP10. You'll thank us later. Sherry'sTickets.com.
All right, guys, Sherry'sTickets.com, guys, and thank you, my man Dives, for doing that ultimate great read. He's awesome. I love Dives. He's a great dude. But anyway, let's get back into what we were talking about. Again, we have so much more to talk about. We can talk about 76, but let's talk about this dump right here. I wore their shirt. You know, I was excited for yesterday's game. They go in to North New Jersey to only let me down. They let me down. Where were they in the first period? They only give you 2 periods of hockey. Where were they? Why does it take for John Tortorella to scream at people for this team to get moving? Travis Konechny. I mean, come on, bro. You just went to the All-Star game. And I can't blame all on Travis Konechny. I'm just doing it because he's the star of the team. And he's got to catch some. But where was the defense at? I mean, were you guys have cement in your skates? Were you guys just enjoying the bright lights because they look like they got caught up? And I'm going to blame yesterday's big loss. If I have the big blame pie chart, Sam Arison, who I've been hyped on for the past, however, year and a half. He's looked like garbage yesterday. The bright lights caught up with him. Something went wrong because we looked like dog doo-doo in the first period. That second period, we outshot the Devils, and yet we got one goal. Owen Tippett was about the only person I've seen out there who made some noise. And Nick Siller got away with one. But other than that, I mean, come on. Yesterday was flat out embarrassing. You're on ABC. You're on primetime TV, and you laid an egg. You sat there, you Philadelphia Flyers, and you caught a beat. You caught a beating. Where were you? Were you on autopilot? What happened out there? Nick Gauchier. 2 goals for that guy. First goal was off a breakaway within 32 seconds. Where were you? Sam Emerson. 1-on-1 breakaway. This is all you, buddy. You're supposed to stop that. Again, the defense just zombie mode first period. Going like this. I mean, where's this team? And then what? Todd Tuffle scores. Right there. Wide open. They picked apart the Flyers defense. And I gotta, Summertime, late summer. It's all supposed to be rebuilt. This is all supposed to be rebuilt. However, the general manager and the president said, we will know what we are come trade deadline time. Well, excuse me. I look around, you're a top 6 team, seeded team in the Eastern Conference. Tells me you're a contender. But, my other broadcast partners here, I love, and like I said, I respect everyone's opinion. I love everyone here. But my opinion is go all in now. Because your scouts and everything this guy Mitchkov's doing in the KHL is, he's rocking everything. He's rocking the boats over there. Doesn't mean he's going to be able to hang with the boys in the NHL. Where does Austin Matthews play? Where's Connor McDavid play? I know what I have in front of me now. And I get it. If the Flyers will make the playoffs, they're ahead of schedule, and they might more likely going to get walloped in the first round. But why not try and make some noise now? Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Prospects are not guaranteed. Go in now. Go get, and that's going to be the number one question until the trade deadline. What is Danny Briere going to do? Is he going to get himself a reliable goaltender? Is he going to get some playmakers? Andrew Anthony wants some playmakers, according to last night. I mean, really, outside of Owen Tippett and Konecny, who's really throwing that puck around the back of the net? Who? Look, this team has gotten you as far as they could. But if the wheels fall right now and the Flyer fans go, oh, it's okay. It's not okay with me. Like I said, this team was a bottom feeder. Excuse me. If this team was a bottom feeder, I would give the exception. But they're not. I need water. They're not a bottom feeder team. They're playmakers. Let's get in some comments here. I'm sorry. We read that one already. Let's get. Thank you, Steve. Cousin Steve says Mayfield is transitioning to a fourth outfielder at the perfect time. Appears to be a fifth. All right. Well, listen. We'll see. I'm still. I mean, again, not really. I'm really not excited. I'm sorry. I'm just not really that excited about the Phils. I wish I could. I wish I could be that excited for the Phillies, but I'm not. I wish I could. I'm going to get caught up with all you guys. I'm going to get back talking some puck. Because like I said, I love talking puck, but I love talking all of the Philadelphia sports. You guys, like I said, I'm a 6-for-6 guy around here. I live in Philly for 39 years. I am a 55-year-old man. The city of Philly has always been there the next year about our sports team. Yeah, you're right. And listen, I've dealt with next year. I'm tired of the next years. That's why I said let's go cash in now on the Flyers. Because I don't know what next year's going to bring. What if it takes us back? And then we're going to say, well, we should have done made some noise last year. Duh. We're getting an outdoor lax team back. Yes, we are, Cousin Steve. We are getting some lacrosse back this summer. And I believe they're going to be playing at Villanova a little bit, and I believe Subaru Park. Oh, my man Tech. What's up, dude? What's up, bud? War Dogs are on the short list for the PPL championship as long as they stay healthy, especially Dylan Hoover. Listen, all right, listen. You're giving me. Listen, I gotta check out the War Dogs. I can't wait for the summer. Give me something. If this Phillies team goes sour, at least I have something to watch, something other than the Phils. And of course, we got the Union. So again, Philadelphia sports has always got something going on. Well, Harwood would have to come and be here probably, but he heard that the Robbie. Oh, you're okay. I see what you're talking about. To use a legit closer, yeah, that's one thing. That you're right, Peppernick. We don't have a legit closer. That's what I'm saying. We need legit closers. You're only putting on the red sunglasses if you think the Greg Sotos of the world are going to save this team. This can't. That's what I said. The pitching staff was horrible. Again, Wheeler, a good piece. Noah, solid, but not an ace. And after that, you tell me what we really have. That what gets you your heart pounding. I believe the shelf life of the Hertz run centric offense may be in jeopardy, but that doesn't mean he is. Ooh. Tech saying a healthy Hertz can win a Super Bowl. He needs to be a dual threat, not just a pocket passer. Yeah, and listen, again, he and I'll give that guy his due. He was a warrior last year, Tech. Jalen Hurts was a warrior last year. We all could see he was banged up. That left wheel or right wheel looked like he was in a lot of pain, and he just wanted to play through it. And I'll give that guy that due. He is a warrior. He doesn't show no emotion. He has the same face. He's like a Nintendo 64 face. Doesn't show no emotion. Just got one. But the guy is. I'll give him that. He's a warrior. But I need him to be healthy. Listen, I get people would be, their sphincters got real tight. They see Marcus Mariota suiting up. Nurse has to do combat the zone that he played, but not everyone has Bam in the middle. Yeah, and how about this, Steve? A lot of people have been chirping about this. Nick Nurse keeps the starters in way too long. Sixer fans, do you agree that he keeps them in way too long? That they could use them. Like, to me, with Nick Nurse, like, why aren't we going to the Tequan Smith? Like, you have a bench, you other pieces. I get you have a handful of guys who are injured, but try some other pieces. Like Tequan Smith. Tequan Smith showed me a little thing, a little spark off the bench. He put the dude could drop from the perimeter. Why aren't we trying him? Inventory. Guys, the name of the show is Inventory. And we're talking all across Philadelphia sports. This is your turn. There's no scripts to follow. You see, my scripts are all over the place today. This is your turn to tell me. Like I said, we're going to work on all 6 of these cars. And we're going to try and get these cars and figure out what pieces do we have working with. Who's a contender in this town? Who's a contender in Philly? That's the big problem. Yes, he is. Thank you, Cousin Steve. Yes, David Archeri is calling my name. I'll be calling his name. My blood pressure is already up here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I might have to call him like ASAP right after the show. Marshawn Lynch, what's up, buddy? Jalen Brown want the world to know that he knows how to use his left hand that he put on the Michael Jackson glove for last night's dunk competition. You know what, Marshawn? I wish I would have checked out more of the NBA All-Star. I really do enjoy the three-point competition. I used to really, really love the slam dunk competition, but I am more I love the three-point competition. Like, if I had to rank, I think it's no secret. I think if I had to rank competition, skill competition-wise, it's always been NBA, NHL, MLB, and whatever the hell any NFL does. That's the one thing the NFL doesn't really win the popularity contest. Not for me, anyway. They're trying to be relevant to what everyone else is doing. Just doing skills. I think skills are way more exciting. Like, especially with the NHL doing the, the slap shot competitions and all that stuff. I love that stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, Marshall, I didn't get to catch any. I was covering the Flyers game last night, so I sat through 3 hours of pain watching that. Yeah, again, I'm with you, Steve. Oh my God! Yes, go get your season tickets. The Phillies gave Robbie an extension after losing to another bumbling fool like manager independent. Listen, Mike, you are not obviously you're coming here and telling me you're not a fan of Mike Robbie. And I get it. I get Robbie is just, how can I put it? He's set on one. He's set to do one thing. He's stubborn. He's set in his ways. He's never going to take, and I'll be shocked if he ever does, take Kyle Schwarber off the leadoff spot and put him in the, clean up like we've been screaming, hollering for him to do. But I don't know. He plays people in their comfort zones. These are professional baseball players. They should be batting and swinging for the fence and producing wherever they're assigned to be swinging at. Again, I have my mindset of who, 1 through 4, who I like to see. I like to see Bryson Stott at 1, Nicky Cass at 2, Harper at 3, and then give me what's his name? Schwarber. But I think we all been singing that song and dance for quite some time, and it's just not happening. Kobe, what's up? Hello, everyone. Hello, Kobe. R.I.P. my man. The Phillies should have signed the Whalers. The Phillies should have signed Wheeler first, then going after Japanese pitcher Snell Montgomery. I meant Wheeler is the best pitcher in the last few years. Yeah, Wheeler has been the bright spot in the Phillies. That's been one bright spot with the Phils. It is Wheeler. He's gold. But again, when he has an off night, then you have to rely on the bullpen to come through. Your sphincter gets real tight. You start biting your nails. You have major concerns. Major concerns. I like this one. It's time for dancing on my own retire. You already want to retire, Steve? You're done? You're done? Yeah, but you got to admit, when it comes October, the last 2 years, you find yourself dancing to that song. It feels good. I catch myself dancing all the time like a blundering idiot. The Phillies said that they hired Robbie because he has a feel for the game. Man. I thought Matty B was tough on the coaches and managers around here. Mr. Papernick, you take it to another level. Oh, no. Buyer beware on Wheeler. The expiration on that UCL is coming. I don't know. But, guys, like I said, though, let's talk about the Flyers, though. I mean, guys, what do you take? Do you think the Flyers should be buyers? I think so. I mean, this is, again, we're actually getting down close to it. We're getting close down to trade deadline time. And what are the needs? What do you want to see the Flyers do? Again, Sam Harrison has been great for last week. I kept that in mind. We won 4 straight. Last night, didn't have his best performance. So what do you think Danny Barrera needs to do? Do you think he needs a playmaker on offense? Do you think he needs a defenseman? He needs a goalie? And if you go to Edge of Philly Sports Community and you can vote, we did a poll not too long ago, and the people listen to Pat from Ambler. The people have voted we need a goalie. We need a goalie. It's time. And I don't want to hear the excuse. I want to hear the excuse. Hey, well, this is supposed to be a rebuilding year, so no. Expectations for me has changed. You are a playoff team now, so you got to start thinking like a playoff contender. It's time to buy. It's time to see what Danny Barrera is made of now. There's no going back. There's no time for white flags anymore. You showed me that you can be a contender now. Now let's, you got here with a bunch of a bunch of no-name guys, which I love, which I give Danny Barrera credit for. And a lot of the situations have occurred in front of this guy's plate, and he's nailed a home run on. But now it's time to see what he's made of. Hey, listen, your head schedule is now starting to think like a head schedule. Show me what you got, Danny Barrera. That's all I'm asking. Show me what you got. Show me why you're here. Show me. Show me what you're made of. Flyers are early close to purgatory, which can be worse than bottom feeding. Yeah. Steve, that's what I'm worried about. We're going to be here hovering around the 6th to 8th seed spot. Well, like I said, this year I'm okay with because but now time has changed. Flyers should be buyers the only right situation. In the only right situation. I agree with that. Mr. Papernick. Peds are only anti-stay in the course. Yes. Stay the course, Hoxtall. Yes. Stay the course. Like I said, I would have been okay if this team was, if this team was doomed and gloom back in October. I would have been okay. We're staying the course of rebuilding and so forth. We have a direction. But now we're ahead of schedule, and now it seems like they're losing, and people are starting to take a step back. No. Can't do that. Yes. Angry Ant, what's up, dude? That's my main man right here. EOP checking into the show goes, Pat, your expectations changed more than your underwear. You're wrong again, Edge of Philly Sports, because I have no underwear on today. I'm going full commando, in case you didn't know. You nipple. If someone's going, sorry, let me bring this up. If someone's going to give me a first for lots, I may just do it. No, if someone's going to give me a first for Scott Lofton, I'm going to drive Scott Lofton to the nearest airport, and whatever team signed him, I'm going to out the door. Out. Give me the first. Give me the first. That's a deal done. Pat needs to retire, eat Matthew. No, I'm not doing that, Angry Anthony. And guess what, Angry Anthony? You know what day it is, and you predicted it. It's Pasta Sunday. Let's have some pasta. No, I'm not going to retire from eating pasta on Sundays. That's not going to happen. Not now, not ever. How dare you say that to me? How dare you tell me to retire from eating pasta Sundays? No, I can't help it that I love a big thing of like chicken parm or some baked ziti. You know what I mean? I need to do that. Ha! My main man, Joe Sullivan. What's up, bro? What's up, dude? Guys, catch my man, Joe Sullivan. Again, he does a phenomenal job. Solar Squad out of the box. Catch him tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Does a great job. That's my guy. He's my main man. Yes. Pasta is good at any day. Dude, and guys, in case you don't know, me and Joe used to work together. And a real funny story with this, our old buddy John Lee would come in our studio, and my man brought in Tupperware of like that could fit like 3 people, and my man would just load up of my wife's baked ziti. that dude was good times. But anyway, guys, like I said, back to the main course here. No pun intended, Pat. We're talking about all Philadelphia sports. Do you guys believe that Philadelphia sports has hit a brick wall as far as being a contender? Whether you're a Union, like I said, the Union are right around the corner. And let's talk some Philadelphia Union. I'll throw them in there. Like, they're right around the corner. And you know how much interest, and like I said, I have this much. And I'm going to, because like they made these mediocre moves. They're bringing Miami is bringing world-class athletes like Messier. And we're not, what are we doing? What exactly are we doing? X and O's wise. Who on this Union team is a striker? We need strikers. Again, I'm not getting excited for it. I'm not getting excited. You guys tell me, where are you guys excited for this Union team? They've done bare minimum. Bare minimum. So again, guys, you guys bring me, we're not just talking Union, we're talking all Philadelphia sports. And I love it. Steve checking in and goes, is there another? Hey, listen, Burgundy coming up in Lax, which can really ultimately the Wings franchise. Listen, the Wings need help. Yes, and Friday's game, look, they got a W after the 3. They haven't got a home win yet, but they got a W, Steve. They got a W. They got, again, you show me, okay, Joe Russell Terrence making a nice, he had probably one of his best games in a long time, 5 goals. But again, and then finally the defense showing a little physicality. And again, Zach Higgins kind of stepping up to the plate a little bit, finally. Because there was a rumor, I think the voice of reason, Paul Day, was listening to me because I had to ask him the hard question. I had to ask Paul Day, you think it's time to, maybe switch goalies? This guy, he's like your old Signal Flyers. He lets one goal goes by. He lets them all go by. He couldn't stop a beach ball. But looked pretty good. And defense in front of them looked pretty good as well. So, they're not coming back home until early March. And again, believe it or not, because they're hovering around the 8th seed. So, and in case you guys don't know, NNL is different from all sports. Actually, I wish all sports were thinking like the NNL because they just take the top 8 teams and that's it. There's no and they somehow divide it all up. There's no really conference, really, and I think that's actually pretty swell. I think that's pretty cool by the NNL. So, I wish the NFL would start thinking like that, because there's teams in the NFC South, guys with 6-10 records making to the playoffs. You know what I mean? They shouldn't be in there. They're only in there because they win through a bum crappy division. I want to see playoff teams like legit, top contenders. Angry Anthony says, "Let's talk about the Sixers. Let's talk about them. What's on your mind, Angry Ant? What's are you feeling good about the Sixers? Are they itching your crotch? What's going on? It's just that brick wall time of the year. February is rough. Rough like the weather around here, Steve. The fly, that brick wall, it's tough. But like I feel good about the Flyers. I do. They're they're head schedule, but I'm looking at the Flyers like, all right, well, you look good against Western Conference teams, and again, they got a little bit of a hard schedule coming up too. Chicago's hot garbage, but you got the Rangers and the Penguins coming up the following weekend. And again, the Penguins kind of backslid, but that's a rivalry game. They got that game circled on their calendar. And the Rangers are no joke this year. No joke. My man Joe checking in, he goes, Phillies are right there, but I think we need another bullpen piece, and a starter midfield is a great addition. Yeah, listen, we're going to find out what he brings to the table, Joe. I'm seeing a lot of midfield, comments coming through, and again, let's see what he brings. Let's see what he brings to the table. I want to know. I want to know what he's got. Again, we need arms. That was such a hurt piece. I think we could have made some real noise because you got to remember Game 6. Noah looked horrible, and look, the bats weren't that great. The bats choked. The Diamondbacks were Cornwood. I heard what Nick Castellanos said in the press box. Said they were throwing pitches they never saw before. Bryce Harper didn't look great. And again, that's lingering my tongue. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth with Bryce Harper in Game 7. Not just him, Alec Boehm, that whole lineup. She got shell-shocked. Again, I'm trying to get excited for the Phils. I really am. I'm really trying to get excited for the Phillies, guys. And it's just, are you going to get past the second? I hate saying it. Are we going to get past the second round? Are we going to get back? Great, they're a playoff contender. That's all fine and dandy, but are you a World Series contender? And there's a difference, a huge difference. And I get it. It's hard to get back there. But the 08 team did it. They got back-to-back. That was a legit contender team. Cousin Steve checking in. He says, Sixers need to get through the rough patch and things will be looking up for 4 weeks from now. I hope you're right, Steve. I hope you're right. And I want to be there. I want to be optimistic about Joel Embiid being back. And I hope he's back to being game shape and all those things. I hope he's back to being that MVP. And right now, he could care less about the MVP. He wants one thing right now. He wants the championship. He wants to be a world champion. That he wants a ring. And you know darn well, if he's on the floor, he's the best player in the NBA. There's nobody better than him. And I'll repeat that again. There's nobody on this current stage era that's better than Joel Embiid when healthy. When fully healthy, you could tell me who can stop him. Nobody. What these guys do on the smidge can't hold his shoelaces. 3 or 4 defenders. He's carving them up in the paint. He's shooting the lights up from the perimeter. He's dishing it. Again, 70 points don't come easy. And I get it. It was a bad Spurs team. 70 points is 70 points. This is against other NBA talent. That dude is a lethal weapon. The Phillies are a World Series contender, but their manager is not. The '08 had a real manager. Wow. Jesus. Oh, God. Mr. Kaepernick. You got to take it easy, Mr. Robbie. Manfield got a late MLB start at the age of 27, so the miles on him may not be as bad. Second most steals and hits since 2017 is nothing to sneeze at. We need Rojas to elevate big time. Yes. Yes. And listen, you talk about Rojas. Again, Steve, he had a heck of a his again, he's like he has everything you're looking for in an outfielder. He's got an arm, he's got speed, he's got length. He can steal bases. It came postseason time, man. He choked up with the bat. He choked. He choked hard, man. But again, this is a lesson learned. So maybe he will have a better bat. Maybe he's been working on his. Maybe he's been working out the cages. Who knows? But man, if he could get a consistent bat, look out. Look out. You got a real outfielder. You got a real outfielder. The Phillies should have looked at Texas and Bruce Bochy being on back in baseball, winning the World Series after 1 year. Yeah. Well, listen, Bruce Bochy is a real World Series. Now you want to talk about a contender, a manager contender. That's one right there. Bruce Bochy is a hell of a coach. I liked him. I always liked him. I don't like the Giants, but I liked him. So, again, he can. Rojas Carey should have been benefiting from last year's experience, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. But, guys, listen, I'm about to roll out of here. It is Sunday. I have another show to do at 1 o'clock. Don't take your remotes. Go get yourself a bite to eat. We have a Sixers roundtable here on Edge of Philly Sports. Me, Dives, Tiago, and good possibility my brother from another mailman, Sean Bernard, will be in the house. Sixers roundtable. I can't wait. I can't wait to talk Phillies. I mean Sixers with those guys. The heavyweights of Sixer talk, basketball talk. I can't wait to get scrap with those guys, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then, of course, don't go anywhere because tonight at 9 o'clock, join me, Double G, Double S, Double M. We're going to be talking lacrosse. We're going to get in. Steve, you want to talk lax. There's no better place than hopping in talking lax with those guys. You want to talk about going to another second tier of talking lacrosse. Those guys you want to hear. And we're going to talk all that and more at 9 o'clock. So, guys, and by the way, if you guys, that's my Twitter handle. Give me a follow. And, guys, hit me up on Pat from Ambler on PlayStation. If you guys are playing PlayStation, I'll be gaming too. So I always like to chatter. My wife hates when I chatter because I chatter too much. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get ready for my yes. Tiago is back. Yes, he is. He's back in the tandem. He's back in the arsenal of weapons. I don't know about the Sable. Thank you, Mike. Great. Yeah, thank you. And look, I did a solo. Without Bebop and Rocksteady. I've done a great shit. I didn't need Bebop and Rocksteady. Cause me a headache. You know what I mean? Those two guys. I got Bebop that sits here, and plus, I hope he knows I fart in his chair today. So I hope he gets a good whiff of that when he comes walking in here soon. I got him, and I got my man Mike Laro. No, seriously, guys. I hope my man Mike Laro gets better. He's under the weather today. He's not, he's not feeling good. He'll be back. He's scheduled to be back here on Edge of Philly Sports doing a post-game show with Matty B. So that should be fun and wild to watch. So, guys, Mike Papernick, thank you. Yes, I am having pasta for dinner. It is Sunday. I got to have my pasta. So, guys, I just want to say thank you for everyone chiming in with me. It's been a great show. I love talking all Philadelphia sports. But next week, we'll get the Sixers back. Next week, we get the Flyers back. Next week, the Union will be going. So, guys, if you guys want to catch all your Union talk, Tack and Third, Thursday nights at 9 o'clock. Catch that. And, of course, guys, if you guys don't know, we talk a lot for the sports here. Not just that. We do some pro wrestling talk. Again, Steel Steps, not at 10 o'clock Friday nights. You never know who's going to get thrown into the Steel Steps. So, guys, thank you so much. You held the one-man show. You're a regular Matty Bay. Listen, that is my Northeast Philly comrade. And Matty B does a hell of a job. He does a hell of a job. Again, guys, catch Matty B here on Edge of Philly Sports right here tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Just when I thought my blood is boiling, I never know what's – that guy can just look out front, and his mood goes from happy to angry soon. His hair is spiked up for a reason. It's not for a good reason either. No, I love Matty B. He does a hell of a job, guys. But, guys, thank you so much. Stay tuned. We got more action. Like I said, 1 o'clock, Sixers Roundtable. So, guys, bring all your Q's and A's for that one. Guys, have a good one. See you later.